Hello everyone, this is Tariq At-Taib. We continue with our practice with the network um, basic essential configuration for the switch and routers. In previous lectures, we create a small network with the switches, with has one switch connect with. Let me expand point a little bit. So we have a server and some computers, three PCs. Each PC has name PC1, PC2, PC3, and this server and this switch, and we give it this network 192.168.20/24, which is meaning that we have a last octet only we can binary, so we can have first IP and last IP, and we have 192.168.2.1 for first IP, 192.168.254 for last IP, and subnet mask 255.255.255.0. And from HPC we give it the IP within this range, and we give the server also IP. Today we need add more things. We need to connect this network with other networks, so we need to do like this. So we have this switch. We're gonna go another switch here. Let me zoom out 1 second. Right, so let me take this distance a little bit, and we move this one here. Okay, and a little bit. Okay, so we have some good space. Okay, now we have another switch similar to the switch, and suppose we need to go to the and devices. We select one computers, just maybe two. Okay, so we have two computers. All right, and we need to connect this network. We need to have two network. Now we have two network, so we have two networks. We need to connect this network. Let me just make it more the PC1, and this is the IP. We have make the documentation clear, and let me move this here for a little while, and I'm gonna okay, so we have this network 1, this we call network 1, and we change different colors. And this will be network 2. So we need to connect network 1. We need to connect to the network 1 and this network 2. Okay, so for this purpose, so first we need to connect those computers, two computers. So we have a PC, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is PC4, and this is PC5. PC5. I click on a title name, and I'm gonna give this IP. I'm gonna give this network. 192.168.3.0, and my subnet mask 255.255.255.0, right? 255.255.0. This is my network information, and this network information for this network. Okay, So, and for this reason, I'm gonna give this iComputers, this desktop 192.168.3.1. Same things. For this one, we have a range. For this one, we have a range. First IP 192.168.3.1, and last 192.168.3.254 last IP. This is the range. So any IP should be within this range. Okay. So this is first IP 192.168.3.1 for this computer PC4, and we give this one 192.168.3.2. Okay, let me do like this one, for example, .10 or .11, and this one .10, for example. Okay. Switch didn't take the IIB, so we go to the cables. Now we know to connect the computers. We go to the fast Ethernet and we pick the port, for example, first port, and we go to the second computer's fast Ethernet 0 and third second port. Now we have these computers. Okay. Now we need to go. To give each computer's IP again here. So go to desktop, IP configurations. We know this PC4 we have a 192.168.3.10 and 255 zeros. This is my subnet mask. We don't have gateway so far. We don't have a server like this one, or we don't have anything. So we're gonna do later the gateway when we have it. Okay. Same things if we go to this computer's desktop, IP configuration 192.168. This is PC5 will be 11.3.11 and 255 0. This is my subnet mask. To check the connectivity, we need to go to computer again, command prompt, and we have a command called ipconfig ipconfig to check this computer. I'm in the PC4 and it check this computer has already IP. ipconfig is something wrong here. ipconfig/all. There we go. ipconfig/all. Give me all information, or ipconfig only. ipconfig only. Give me short information. So we have a 192.168.3.10 and this is my subnet mask, and we did have gateway 00. So now second things, I'm gonna check this computer is able to communicate with the other computer, which is 192.168.3.11. How we do that? By bing command, bing 192.168.3.11. Now my IP 10 and I'm gonna need a bing 11. Okay, boom boom, have reply one TTL 128 milliseconds. So we have last 0. We sent 4 packets and we received 4 packets, meaning everything by this one packet, second packet, third packet, and fourth packet. Okay, so we have everything fine. But let me do some things. If we add new computer, to show you some things very important here, if we add new PC here, okay, and this PC we get the cable and fast Ethernet 0 and fast Ethernet 3. And suppose we give it 192.168, we give it IP within this range, which is 192.168.20 network, which is the IP should be between 1 and 254 and shouldn't given before for any computers. Okay, so I'm give this computers 192.168.2 dot, for example, 25. We didn't give it 25 here for anyone. We use this one, okay? However, now we agree this network, the green one, should be within 31.3.254, because this is by this way, this is network will be belong to the family of network 192.168.3.0. Now, after that, I'm going to go to desktop, IP configuration, IP or configuration IP. I'm going 192.168.2.25 and 255, 255, 255.0, and we don't have gateway so far. Okay. Now we know this computer able to communicate with this one. Okay. And why? Because we know the ping. Now we need to make sure that these computers go to command prompts, but BC4 able to communicate with BC6, which is how we can do that. We do ping, and we have to use this BC6 IP, which is 192.168.2.25. So we have a request timeout, meaning BC4 cannot able to ping or communicate with BC6. Why? Because both of them, if we look this IP 192.168.3.10, excuse me, if we have 192, we have a 192, 168. Let me clear this one. Control A, Control save. So we have a 192. Right. Sorry for that. We have 192 again. Sorry. So we have a 192, 168, 225, and 310, and they are both of them in different networks. So if we have 192.168.3.10, 192.168.3.2, for example, and 192.168.2.10, because we have a different IP family here. This IP cannot communicate with this IP. To be able to communicate, both of them have to be in the same network family or subnet class, and we're gonna explain this part when we reach it. Okay. However, this is just for explanation some things. So now I need to go to continue to connect. We have two different network. If we have a two different network, if we need to connect the this switch with this switch. Okay, so because this is two network device in same way, we have to use crossover. We have to use crossover cable. If we click from this one and go fast Ethernet 03, for example, to this one, fast Ethernet 04. So now this two is connected each other. Now next video we can explain is this correct step or not. Thank you so much. See you in the next video to continue with the basic configuration of the router.